I've been looking at my analytics and stuff, and suddenly I've had loads of viewers. I don't exactly know where everyone's coming from. It just seems like YouTube has maybe recommended my videos a bit more, so obviously it's great for me, and thank you for swinging by and subscribing and all that jazz. Like, my last video on the worst things about Taiwan seems to have caused a little bit of a frenzy. That video was done in very like light-hearted manner, and you know, it's just the things of like culture shock that I'm not used to as someone who is a foreigner who's come over from the UK. I just want to say, like, of course I love Taiwan, and the longer that I'm here and the more I get used to the way that things are done here, the more I love it, because this whole video is going to be centered around the things that I absolutely love about Taiwan. So, and of course, if you are new to my channel, then you can subscribe to find out more about my adventures traveling the world, teaching English in Taiwan and that kind of thing. And you can also find more content on my blog. I'll put the link right here, and also I have an Instagram page. I'm a bit more active over there, so if you do want to see like the day-to-day life, or even just get in touch with me and ask some questions, then again, I'll leave my handle and you can just go ahead and follow me and yeah, drop me a message. Okay, so the first thing I obviously have to say about Taiwan is the incredible amounts of outdoor activities that you can do. Taiwan is just so scenic and beautiful, and it's covered in mountains, and so there's always an opportunity to go hiking or to go to the beach. It's incredible. And one of my favourite places that I've been to so far has been Sun Moon Lake, and when we went there, it was so much more than I was expecting. I was expecting a lake with nothing really surrounding it, but no, there's like night markets, there's loads of hotels. There's a ferry that you can catch that's super cheap. Like, I think we got a pass, but I think for one journey it was about £2.50 to go across the lake on a ferry. And there's kayaking, you can rent a bike, you can get an electric bike if you're feeling hella lazy. It's one of my favourite places, and I cannot wait to go back and explore it a bit more. One very important thing to mention as well is like how cheap the transport is here, especially compared to the UK. So as well as being able to catch a train for like 15 pence, you can also catch the MRT in places like Taipei and Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung also has an MRT, and they're again super cheap. You use something called an Easy Card. Let me show you. You just whack out this little magical thing, which is called an Easy Card, and you top it up, and you don't really have to think about it. You can use it on the MRT, you can use it on the buses, you can use it on the train, you can literally use it anywhere, including 7-Elevens and other places you can pay for your items just on this bad boy. So yeah, it's awesome. It's a really awesome concept. However, do not get me started on U-bikes. I love U-bikes. They are rentable bikes that you can catch in Taipei and New Taipei, and really like all across the country, and your first 15 to 30 minutes is free, so you can pretty much get around anywhere. And again, you use your Easy Card, you just tap it onto this little thingy-majig and you've got your bike. And Taipei is super cycle friendly. There's loads of cycle routes. I live on the river, so I can just cycle to and from Taipei, no problem. And like, I am not fit, like I don't go to the gym. And also money and cost of living, especially as an English teacher in Taiwan. So in your first 6 months you are taxed at 18%, but within the next 6 months of that tax year you are taxed at around 5 or 4%. And at the end of that tax year you can claim back that part of the 18%. And yeah, it's like a little savings bank. And of course, if you do want to see a video of like a full breakdown of my living expenses and how much I earn as an English teacher in Taiwan, then I'll come up with a whole new video, because there's so much that I could get into that I just simply cannot fit into this video. So if you do want to see that video, just let me know down below, and yeah, I'll get started on that straight away. My biggest concern moving to Taiwan was my health, because I have an autoimmune disease. I'm on very specific medication, and I was worried about like the cost of seeing a doctor and getting that medication over here in Taiwan. But I should not have worried at all. So in Taiwan, they have one of the best healthcare systems in the world. It works on like a co-payment system where money is taken out of your paycheck at the end of every month. Really, not a lot. You go and see a doctor, you pay a contribution to the total amount. So when I first got sick, this was without national health insurance in Taiwan. When I first got sick and I had a cold, I saw a doctor and they gave me a whole load of medication, and I swear I must have paid around £5 for the whole thing, for seeing the doctor, for getting the medication. And that is cheaper than the UK, like just for the prescription, because the prescription in the UK is probably about £8. It goes up like every few years. And last but not least, but the most important part and the best part about Taiwan for me is my safety as a solo female traveller. In the UK, and like most girls, definitely, I would walk home holding a key in between my hand because, you know, on a Saturday night where everyone is getting drunk, I'm kind of worried like a drunken man is going to start harassing you and whatnot, following you home. But in Taiwan, I really don't have to worry about that. And I don't know if that's a mix of things, like the drinking culture just doesn't seem to be as big, or like people don't get so grotesquely drunk as they do in the UK. And also maybe because, like I said, everyone is going out at later times to go shopping and stuff, so it's just a bit more of like a civilized time. And of course, crime rates here are ridiculously low. Petty theft and that kind of thing, it's just, yeah, really, really, really low. But for me personally, I feel safe being able to go out at whatever time. I can get a bike, I can go cycling along the river and not really have to be thinking or worrying about my safety. So yeah, like, I don't know, I think that's the best thing. Anyway, I think that marks some of the things that I absolutely love about Taiwan. My next video should hopefully be about making money in Taiwan, like the tax, the cost of living, and just really calculating like how much you can really save teaching English in Taiwan and Taipei specifically. So if you do want to see that video, or if you like this video, then like, subscribe, leave me a comment below, ask me any questions that you have about Taiwan, and I will happily answer them. And again, check out my blog, check out my Instagram, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. See you next time.